Yo, what is going on, guys? Discord link here. Welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be showing you guys all of my best tips and tricks on how to get guests and cookies and what types of houses that you guys should create here on Hypixel player housing. Now, you guys should be able to trust me on everything I say. As you guys see right here on the screen, I used to be number 8 on Hypixel's housing lifetime leaderboard for cookies. As you guys can see, I am no longer. This is my alt account, by the way. I'm not on my main account because my main account was hacked. But oh, that's a weekly. This is the lifetime leaderboard. I used to be number 8 on here, which is now 600,000 cookies, which is insane. But anyway, you guys should be able to trust me, trust everything that I say. So I did a video just like this 2 years ago, and it got like 27,000 views and a lot of likes. So I'm going to be doing a repeat of that, but with everything that is new. That video is 2 years old. There's been so many new updates on housing, so I'm going to show you guys all the new updates, all the new best tips. Now, there is a new trending house type called simulators, which is a little complicated, which I know everything about it now. I've done so much testing with it. I own 3 simulator houses now. So if you guys want to have, or if you guys want to watch a full Hypixel housing like simulator setup video on how to make your own mining simulator type of video, then get this video to 20 likes and I will do that for you guys. But anyway, I'm gonna be leaving timestamps so you guys can check out, you guys can skip around this video. So first things first, what is housing? So housing is where you guys can pretty much create your own plot of land. You guys can build different types of houses. You can build parkour houses, simulators, basically anything you want for your friends to join or for 250 people to join. It's pretty insane. But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. So yeah, this is the lobby. This is the information board right here. Over here there is a Hypixel, which is also known as IKEA. I do not recommend you guys buy any of these furniture items because they're never used unless you're building a roleplay house, which those houses, I mean, they're not bad, but they're not very trendy anymore. They don't get as many guests as they used to. And then over here on the left, there is the leaderboards, which I did show you guys earlier. You have the weekly, monthly, and lifetime, which Tamiana, of course, is number 4. He's never on his house, but there's always like 60 people on there, which is insane. But anyway, right here we have 3 NPCs. The random NPC will send you into a random house. I'll click it. We'll see where we go to. We just joined a pack testing and PvP house. Alright, we'll give this guy some cookies and leave because there we go, we're friendly. And then there is the My Houses NPC, which I believe if you're a default rank, you only have 1 house slot. VIP, you have 2 maybe. VIP Plus, you have 2. And for MVP Plus, you have 3. And then you guys can buy these 2 slots to have 5 slots total. Which right here, I have a mining simulator, I have a casino simulator, and I have an AFK simulator, which I can show you guys these later on. And like I said, 20 likes and I'll show you guys how to make a house just like any simulator you can think of. And then of course we have the Browse Houses NPC. So this is where you guys can check out the different houses that are popular, or you can go all the way to the end of the list and see what houses nobody is playing. This house is 0 guests and it's a parkour house, so that's kind of interesting. I do want to let you guys know it is the middle of the weekend. It is 1:30 in the morning, so not a lot of players are playing this right now. Let's see, there are 1.4 thousand people on. There were, I believe, 2,000 to 3,000 people on earlier today, so it's Hypixel's downtime right now. Basically, the number 1 house, this house came out less than 12 hours ago. It's a mining simulator, so this guy is very well known in the community. That's why he has this many guests and cookies. And then of course we have the top cookie houses right now, which are parkour houses and PvP houses, which I'll tell you guys the houses that I recommend you guys try out and the houses that I definitely don't recommend you guys build because they won't do well. But you guys can click this and you can choose different filters. So if I want to check out, let's see, only MVP++ houses, you guys can check this out here. Okay, so let's talk about the trending houses, the houses that I recommend you guys build or don't recommend you guys build at all. So if I go over here to Browse Houses, go into the most guest houses, we have parkour houses, we have simulator houses, and we have PvP houses. That's all that we have here. Of course, Tamiana is here. And the most cookies, we have parkour, mining simulators, and then PvP. Those are the only 3 houses that are trending right now. There are also roleplay houses. I might be able to find a roleplay house somewhere. Man, maybe not. maybe let's have, here's one. Here's a couple. Yeah, they only have like 12 people in them. I don't know what that one is. So yeah, these are the 3 trending houses right now: parkour, PvP, and simulators. Parkour and PvP houses have always been a thing, always been trending on housing. Simulators are very new, so I will create 3 simulators for you guys, and at least one anyway, in the next video. I will show you guys my 3 simulators here in a little bit. But those out of those 3 trending houses, don't ever do PvP houses, and I'll show you guys why. So as you guys can see, there are a lot of people in this house. I mean, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, and there's so many cookies on this house. The owner of this house actually has the most cookies out of any person on Hypixel. I believe he's #1 on the leaderboard. But the reason why I don't recommend you guys try your own PvP house is because when you build a house, it is so incredibly difficult to get people to join your house. And for a PvP house, you need a lot of people in that house in order to make that house fun for other people to join. You don't want to join a PvP house and have only a few people there, because it'll get very boring, people will leave, and it'll just die completely. The owner of this house has been creating PvP houses for probably 3 or 4 years now. He is well known. He has a Discord server with thousands of people in it. His house will always be successful because he is the most successful PvP house. That's why there are no other PvP houses that are successful, because everybody is joining this house and not others, because the other ones have no players because all the players are here. So please don't waste your time building a PvP house unless you really want to, which I'm sorry, but it's not going to work out very well. And then there are parkour houses. This is probably the #1 house that I recommend you guys build. There are so many different parkour houses, but literally they're all popular. That's all that people play on housing are parkour houses, because they're so fun, they're addicting, and they last forever. I will talk about how to get guests and how to get cookies here in a second, which this house right here is a big reason why there are so many. I mean, there's not really that many guests, not really that many cookies, but I'm only showing guests this one because I have /fly on this one. But a parkour house like this is the reason why they're so popular. That's the reason why this guy has 3,500 cookies and so many people on right now at 2 o'clock in the morning. The reason why so many people are here and they're all staying is because this house is really easy, and when the parkour is really easy, it's addicting, and you can just go on forever and ever and ever. And so the parkour eventually gets difficult to where you rage quit, or maybe you finish the house. Which, if you guys are going to create a house like this, I definitely recommend making all the parkour levels on the first floor very easy, because that'll keep people on your house. Because if you make it hard, people just leave right away and you won't have any guests. You might be thinking, geez, look at this house is like what, 5 or 6 floors? This probably took days to make. It honestly probably took a few hours to make, and this is why. So like I showed you guys with the Pro Tools, you can copy and paste anything you want. So the owner of this house probably only built this little square and just copied and pasted it a lot of times, at least like 7 times, 9 times, and then copied this entire row right here and pasted it a ton of different times. And then once he got finished with the first floor, he copied the entire first floor and pasted it 4 times, to where he had an entire build in what, 30 minutes maybe? I don't know how long it took him to build the first box. But then all he had to do was create the parkour, which probably didn't take that long, especially since they're really easy. And then you have the new type of house, simulators, which this guy is really well known in the community. This house came out, it came out I believe 10 hours ago. It already has 2,600 cookies and over 100 guests. I already rebirthed. I mean, I played this for hours today. But this house is just so much fun. It's just a mining simulator and housing. You just mine, you get XP, you use XP to level up, so you guys unlock new mines. You get gold, or you get blocks. You can sell it right here to get gold. You get new items. It's a lot of fun, and like I said, 20 likes, and I'll show you guys how to make something just like this. So now, how to get guests, and how to get cookies, and how to keep the guests from leaving, how to keep them on your house, pretty much. So like I mentioned, don't do PvP houses, because it's really hard to get guests to join your house. And when people join your house and see that there's almost nobody at your house, they're just gonna leave because there's nobody to fight. It's boring, and there's already a house like this that has 100 people on it. So there's so many people to fight. On your house, there's nobody to fight, so it's just boring, and they'll leave right away. So don't do a PvP house. And then the parkour houses. The reason why I recommend you guys build parkour houses, and the reason why they have so many guests in them, is because you don't have to have other guests in your house to make it fun. Like for a PvP house, like I said, you need guests in that house to make it fun. But for a parkour house, you don't need any other player on here to have a fun experience. You just jump. That's all you do, is you just jump. You don't need any other players to interact with. And like I said, if the parkour is really easy, people will stay until it gets hard. And so that's why I recommend making it as easy as possible until like later on in the up, if you guys make a whole bunch of floors like this, make it harder up there, so it'll make it more interesting. And the reason why mining or just simulators in general are so popular, and the reason why there's so many people playing them, is because there's no ending to this. Because there is a feature that all the simulators have called prestiging or rebirth. Basically, like once you get to the very end of all the mines, which takes probably a good hour, a couple hours to get to the very end, you can just prestige, and you can unlock new mines, and you can just go on forever and ever and ever. There's just no ending to it. And also, you can just grind as much as you want until you get onto the leaderboards, which I actually got onto both of these leaderboards today before I rebirthed, and so yeah, you guys can tell I've played this a lot. And finally, how to get people to donate cookies to you. As a housing owner, the number one thing you want is as many cookies as possible. And I've been doing housing since it came out 6 years ago, I think it was. And the reason why I got onto the top lifetime cookies leaderboard, the reason why is, well, here are my tips. I'm just gonna go straight into it. Here are my tips. So imagine right now you're on your player housing and there are people, it doesn't matter, 3 people on your house. Just say in chat, even if nobody gives you cookies, do this. Thanks for the cookies right there. Type that, don't type anybody's name. Like I said, even if nobody's giving you cookies, type that anyway. And then when you type that, somebody will see that in chat and they'll realize, oh, I haven't given this owner cookies yet. I'm having a fun time here. I'm gonna give them cookies because I'm having a fun time. That might not always work. Depends on how many people you have on your house. And so basically that'll just spark somebody's interest or whatever. They'll just basically think, oh, I haven't given this person cookies yet. They'll click on their cookie, they'll give you cookies. And when they give you cookies, immediately type thanks for the cookies and then that person's username right there, and that'll basically thank them, 1, and then 2, again, that'll tell other people, oh, I haven't given this person cookies yet, so I'm going to give them cookies. It's just an infinite loop depending on how many people are in your house. If you have like 90 people in your house and you type that, you're just going to get more and more cookies. But if you have like 3 or 5 people in your house, you might not get as much. But basically, if you get more cookies, the higher you'll get here on this leaderboard, and the higher chance you'll get on getting more guests and then more cookies. So like people all the way out down here, they have like 94 cookies. So if I go all the way to the end right here, some of these people, yeah, they don't have any cookies. So if I were to go to this person's house right now and if I give them my cookies, they'll get 5 cookies. So then they'll be way up here now. I mean, it's not very far up, but still. But yeah, just thank people when they give you cookies. Even if you're not getting any cookies, just type in chat, thanks for the cookies. And that'll just tell people, oh, wait, I haven't given this person cookies yet. And then it's just an infinite loop. That is just one tip. Another tip is going into skull packs, going to food, and going over here to the cookie. And basically somewhere in your house, I would not do this at the start. I would not do this at the end. I would do this somewhere at the middle or like the beginning middle, somewhere around there. Basically just put down a cookie and then get a sign and just say, please donate cookies, something like that. And that when people see that, at that point, if they're, you know, like I said, if you put this in the middle of your house, like a parkour house, and if somebody's made it that far, they're obviously having a fun time because they're still at your house, and then that'll just remind them like, oh, I'm having fun at this house. I would come back to this house, so let me give this person cookies because I'm having a fun time. So that's just another tip. So a new tip, which is, this is a new thing, basically go into items, go into action pad, and I would put this somewhere maybe at the start or middle of your house if you're doing like a parkour house. Basically place this down, right click on it, go to add action, send a chat message, and go ahead and say something along these lines. Please, we'll say, please donate cookies, like that. And then you also want to go ahead and go to add action, play sound, second list, or pickup. And so when people stand on this, or when you're doing like a parkour house, put this somewhere where people have to stand on this. And so when they stand on it, they'll hear a ding. And basically on Hypixel, whenever somebody says your name in chat, you'll hear that exact ding. And so when you hear that ding, you'll think somebody called you out in chat. So they'll pretty much look at chat and all they'll see is please donate cookies. So that'll just remind them to give you cookies. So there it is. Let's just grab their attention, and also kind of made it more intriguing here. So the owner Hypixel cookies. So you can just change it around whatever you guys want. Try something different maybe. Those are my 3 tips anyway. But the first tip I definitely recommend, at least at the start, because that'll help you get cookies. Even if nobody gives you any cookies, just say thanks for the cookies and hope for the best. Okay, so here is my house. If you guys go to player housing, go to my houses and click on the wooden button, you guys can actually create a plot of land. Once you join, you will have pretty much nothing besides this nether star, which is the housing menu. Which if you click this, you will have a lot of stuff here. Now if you for some reason don't have this menu, all you have to do is find your carpenter and click on your carpenter, and he will give you a housing menu item, or you guys can just use him. But I definitely recommend using this because there's just more here. But basically, this menu has a lot of stuff. So first things first, we have the Pro Tools, which is like World Edit. If you guys have used World Edit, so let's go ahead and add all these guys over here into our hotbar. Okay, so if I go over here and I left click on this block and I go all the way over here, I right click on it and I do / set dirt. It'll basically set all of that as dirt, and you can select this territory. You can go over here to the copy tool and you can paste it over here, so you guys can just do that a whole bunch of times, or you can do the undo, so if you guys don't want that. There's also this tool, which let's go ahead and select another territory and go to set or fill. I believe it's like the same thing, and then boom, there we go. And then like I said, you can go ahead and undo that. And so now let's just go ahead and get rid of all this, do / set 0, and we are back to how we were a few seconds ago. So those are the Pro Tools, just like a basic little guide how to use those. And then we have the blocks menu. Completely ignore this unless you are wanting to go to the very end where they have the barrier block, which you cannot get that unless, you can't get that item unless you're in this menu. But if you click E, you have the whole, Minecraft, all the items, so you don't have to worry about this menu at all. You also have plants, which, like I said, you guys can get all of these besides these 2 items right here from the creative menu. You have skull packs, so basically we have different little skulls, like a picnic basket. You guys can set this down. They're just basically custom items. They also have other items like teleport pads, so if you guys want people to teleport to a specific location, so say we'll put that right there, and if people stand on that plate, we want them to teleport to a different location. So let's go ahead and click on this guy first off. We want to change this location to the other portal, so if we stand on this, I sent this to a different one. Okay, let's pretend that we want people to go back to where we were, so click on this and click on the yellow teleport pad, which is the first one we set down. It'll take us back over here. It's a little confusing because I have so many pads set down right now, but you can basically teleport people to different locations. Then we have launch pads, so you guys can place this down and people stay on this, they'll get launched. If you right click on it, you can change the settings, like the strength, how far it'll go, stuff like that. We also have parkour blocks, so this is pretty important, so I'm going to make a little parkour course because I will show you guys why this is so important later on in the video. So let's go ahead and make a little parkour course. There we go. So start, checkpoint, and end. When people step on the start pad, it'll start the timer. When they step on the checkpoint, if they somehow fall or they can't get back to where they were, they can do /parkour checkpoint to get back to there, and they can finish it right there. Then we have the action pad, which does a lot of different things. So let's go ahead and set this guy down. Let's go ahead and right click on it. We can add action. So this is the new menu. So there's so many different types of things that we can do in here, which I will get more into depth with all of this stuff. If you guys hit the like button and we get the 20 likes when I make a new video of me creating simulators, I will talk more about all of this stuff, but we'll create a little tutorial here. So if people step on this, let's go ahead and do display. Let's go and rename this. We'll say subscribe, something like that. We have color code, that's why I did the @E@L. It's not add, I guess it's whatever this is. But basically when people step on it, that'll now show up. We can right click this again, add another action, play sound, and I like the or pickup sound. So now if I turn up my volume, when people stand on this, listen, you can hear that little ding, so it pretty much just grabs their attention. But that is the action pad. Next we have the hologram. So basically if we place this down, we could add holograms. So if we click on this, let's go ahead and remove that one by right clicking it and left clicking on this one to edit it. We'll just say subscribe, and then we can click on this guy again, add new line. We'll say to Discord link. You can add, I believe, 5 lines and a hologram. You can add no more than that, and then you can basically click on that and remove hologram to get rid of it. Next we have NPCs. You guys can do a lot of stuff with NPCs, which I'll get more into depth with that if you guys hit the like button, like I said. Here's my NPC. If you sneak and right click on it, you guys can rename it. So I'm going to rename it Bob. There we go. So his name's going to be Blue. And you guys can change the skin. Hypixel has a few, actually it's quite a bit of skins on here. There we go. That's his new skin. And then of course he can do a ton of different actions, which we'll go ahead and if people click on him, we'll go ahead and give that person a stone block and set it this to multiple. So if people click on him, now that person gets as many stone blocks as they want, which I don't understand why they would want that. And then we have the action buttons, which is pretty much the exact same as the action pads. So I won't talk too much about that. We have stat leaderboards and we have parkour leaderboards. So stat leaderboards is basically this. I have a currency in my mining simulator called coins, and so since I'm the only one on here, I have the most coins. I have 2,000 coins. Basically, if you set this down, it'll create an NPC. Top kills is what it defaults to. If I could change this to money, for example, and now it'll show the top people with money, which it takes like 5 seconds to load. So while that's loading, we'll go ahead and create a parkour leaderboard. So we can set this down and it'll automatically create the parkour leaderboard for you. So I did this a couple minutes ago and I got 7.750 seconds. And I just realized my currency is coins. So let's go ahead and do the top coins, and there we go. And you just sneak right click to remove those guys. And then next we have trash cans. So if you set this down somewhere, I don't know, I guess that's a trash can, doesn't really look like one, but if people put items in here, they will pretty much be gone forever. You can't get them back. So I would place a sign on trash cans saying, this is a trash can, if you put things in here, you will never get them back. So just to warn people of that. And then next we have mailboxes, so you guys can set this down. People can send you mail and you can read that right here. And then lastly we have different social medias, so I can place down a YouTube head. Oh, that's not it. I can place down a YouTube head and do like social YouTube channel and then my YouTube channel name, and people can click that, and then that'll basically send them right to your YouTube channel. Alright, that was a lot, but here's the furniture, which I don't recommend you guys buy this stuff from the Hypixel unless you're making a roleplay house, but you do get some starter stuff. So this is a chair and tables, you guys can sit down and stuff like that, which like I said, I don't recommend this at all. You can just get rid of that right there. Next we have, we have the collectibles, which gadgets menu pretty much from the main lobby. Then PvP, so you guys can actually go over here to house settings, go into PvP and damage settings. You can turn PvP on, and so when people join, they will actually get this layout. So this is stuff that you will get. So if I go to the lobby and if I rejoin my mining simulator, I will now, oh, it's not on social mode, so let me go ahead and do that. There we go. Now I have the actual PvP stuff, and you can actually PvP in this house. And then there's weather selectors, so you guys can change the different weather types. You guys can also change the biome. And lastly, themes, which the only theme that I recommend you guys purchase is the air theme. This allows you to pretty much have a 101 by 101 by 101 plot, which is the max size. You can only have that max size on this plot along with the vanilla theme. But basically, if you go into house settings, go into plot upgrader here. Right here, you guys can actually upgrade the size of your plot by a lot. Mine right now is only 51 by 51, but that is the max size right there, 101 by 101 by 101, which costs quite a bit of mystery dust. So I would definitely save up on mystery dust so you guys can afford this, so you guys can create bigger houses. And then you have the rewards menu, which if you guys do the daily rewards from the delivery man every 24 hours, you guys can have a chance of getting these rare items, I would say. And then there's visibility, and the house settings, we'll get into it here in a second. Player listing, you can see all the different people that have joined your house. You can clear your inventory. You can change the social mode where you can't build, or build mode, which of course you can build. Then the jukebox, you guys can turn music on, stuff like that. And then permissions, you guys can actually go ahead and create a group, which I want to create a group right here and call it test. And then here's the test menu. We're gonna go ahead and create a tag and name it test, just like that. Okay, so let me name it test. So there it is. So that's what the tag is gonna look like. And then you guys can change the color of it. So now it's gonna be aqua. You can also change the priority. So current priority is set to 1. So when people join the house, they'll actually get the tests role. So if you change this to like 2 or 3, then you have to actually give this person that role manually, or you guys can use action pads to do that, which, like I said, I'll talk more about that in another video. And then you can edit all of the different permissions right here. Visiting rules right here. So I have it currently only friends can join. You can have it only guilds. You guys only have party members, or you can make it so it's only private, so only you can join it, or you can make it public so anybody can join it. And then finally, the house settings. So regions, which I will talk more about this in the next video. You can change the time of the house, change how many people you can have in the house, which I believe the lowest is like 30, I believe, or 15 even. Okay, which I have mine set to 250. You can change the house name, which my house is currently named Mining Simulator. If you guys want a custom font, then I will talk more about that in my other video. I'm sorry, I'm limiting what I'm saying because I know this video is going to be extremely long. There's the plot size, and then the tags right here, which they don't really do much, honestly. Then house language, this also doesn't do very much, which I only have it set to English. Next is the cookie jar, which does absolutely nothing. It just shows how many cookies you have right now. Parkour announce, so when people finish a parkour course, it'll announce it in chat. So you can set it to where if somebody finishes the parkour house, it'll be announced in chat. Or you can set it to where if somebody beats the record, it'll be sent in chat, or it won't send any messages in chat at all. Messages on, then save player states, which I believe that should be stats, but basically it'll just save everybody's stats. Like I have 397 blocks mined right now, so if I were to leave and come back, that would be reset to 0 if I didn't have this turned on. And then I don't really understand this one, honestly. And then statuses, it'll basically like show my status above my head if you guys have a custom status turned on from a lobby. And then persistent stats, I guess it's kind of the same as this one. I would turn both of these on if you guys are making a parkour house or a simulator or a PvP house. And then PvP and damage settings, like I already talked about. Event actions, which I will talk more about this later in another video. And then you can also edit your scoreboard. And then you guys can create custom commands, which I will talk about all of these guys in my next video. And now I'm going to be showing you guys my 3 houses, which all 3 of them are simulators. So I'll just show you quickly how I made them, how they work. I'm not going to show you guys how to create your own simulator until next video. But I've already shown you guys kind of one of them, which is my mining simulator. So if I go into social mode, basically when people join, here is the first mine. They'll get a free shovel, and when they shovel here, they get XP. And then with the XP, they can level up, and with the sand, they can go over here to the sell NPC, and they can get coins. And with coins, they can buy pickaxes over there at the stone mine. And here are the leaderboards: top coins, top blocks, top level and top prestige, which I'm level 115. And the prestige, you have to have 1000 levels here, which I'm not done with my house yet, but I have a rank up NPC right here. So if I have 100 XP, I can click on this, which I have a lot. So there we go, I leveled up. I'll go and level like a bunch of times. There we go, I'm now 126 level, which right here, if I click on this guy, it'll say more levels needed because I need 1000 levels in order to prestige, and I'm only level 126. And over here, only people can go into this area if they're level 10 or above. If they're not, they'll be teleported back to spawn. But basically, I can come back here and I can buy a pickaxe right here. Here's my custom made pickaxe, and I can mine this. I get more XP now, and the stone will sell more than the sand did. And so I'll get more XP, more coins, I can level up faster, I can get better items. And at level 50, you can unlock this area, which I'm not done with this area. This is what I'm working on right now, which is the big mine area, which you can mine coal over here. So I can show you guys right now. You guys can get coal, you get 50 XP per block, and you get, I don't know how much, I think it's, oh, I need to fix that, that's a bug. But basically you can go ahead and sell that right there. Same thing with iron. But basically, each area requires a specific level. Like this requires level 100, and I have not done these yet, but this one requires 250, 500, and level 800 for the diamond mine. And then you need to be prestige 1 in order to go into the space realm or the space area, which, like I said, in order to prestige, you need to be level 1000. So that's pretty cool. Lastly, I also have a quest. So basically, if you, it'll say right here in chat, hello there, can you please give me 64 sand so I can make a sand castle? So if I get 64 sand, and if I click on this guy, he'll take my sand and he'll give me a whole bunch of money. And this is my casino house. This is the house that I have open right now. Not a lot of people join this, unfortunately, but I find it pretty fun. Also, another tip, I forgot to mention this, to get cookies here on the housing. I'm not gonna show you guys how to do this until my next video, but as you guys see over there on the scoreboard, it says guests equals 0, then cookies equals 99. When people say 90, when people see 99 or 999, they'll be like, oh, I want to give this person the 100 cookies. I want to give this person 1000 cookies. I want to be that person to get this house owner to that number of cookies. But as you guys can see, I only have 38 cookies. So you guys can actually make it custom like that. So when people see that, they'll be like, oh, I want to get this person to 100 cookies. But really, I only have 38 cookies. But basically here in my casino simulator, you start right here. Basically, each time you click this button, you'll get $10, which as you guys can see over there on the scoreboard, my money is going up. And once you get enough money, this machine requires $10, and you have a 25% chance of winning $100. So you guys can click this a whole bunch of times. You most likely lose money, but you can also win a whole bunch more money. And then it'll go all the way down here. So fee $100,000 for a 25% chance of getting $250,000. So you guys can see over there on my scoreboard right now, I lost money. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go, I made money back. And once you get $1 million, you can teleport through this wall. And this is the tier 2, which has more machines here. So this is the top one, $500,000, 25% chance of winning 1.5 million. So you'll get a lot more money, but you have a low chance of winning though. And then at $100 million, you can unlock this area, which this is the last area that I have so far. Here are the new machines right here, which the last one, fee $50 million for a prize of 150 million, which I lost it. Uh-oh. I lost. Oh no, I'm really losing now. Okay, there we go, I won. And then we have this guy over here, the bedrock machine. Fee $100 million for a 10% chance at winning 1 billion. Let's see if I can get it. I only have a 10% chance of getting this though, so I'll probably just lose all of my money. Oh no. Oh, that's not good. I just lost all of my money. That's really not good. I need $1 billion in order to go to the next area. I also have a bartender, which this is going to be a quest at some point. And then this is my last house, which I created this within like 15 minutes. I really do not like it at all. It's called AFK Simulator. Basically, if you guys see top prestiges and top cash, but you guys can click on this guy and you'll basically drop down in this this portal pretty much, and it'll teleport you back up here. But every time you drop down, you get 1 point. And once you get 1,000 points, believe it's 1000, you get 2 prestige. So there we go. I think it's 1000 anyway, but now I'm prestige 46. So if I fall in here for another 300 times, I can prestige another time. And at some point, I'm gonna have a currency where you can actually buy stuff, so you guys can, so like if you buy an item, now you get 2 points every time you drop in here, or maybe now you get 10 points every time you drop in here. So I don't know, it's kind of fun. I just sit in here whenever I'm sleeping, so I get a whole bunch of points and prestige a whole bunch of times, but nobody really plays this game. So that's my semi-full guide of player housing. I guess it's pretty much a full guide, but in my other video, like I said, if this video reaches 20 likes, I will show you guys how to create any simulator you guys want. I will show you guys how to create a mining simulator, but it's the same type of stuff you guys want to create, like a foraging simulator, a dungeon simulator, a casino simulator. So yeah, 20 likes and I'll show you guys how to do that. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy, then please hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. I think only 25% of you guys that are watching are actually subscribed, so please hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. Comment down below something random, and I'll see you guys in the next one.